All right, team. It is Tuesday, January 15th, and this is our Lunch and Learn. Today, I'm sure a bunch of you saw the pictures from last night. We had an event with Scott, the CEO, here last night, and it went really well. We actually agreed it was our favorite one of all time last night, so that was great.
Yay.
We just did the same exact place with the same exact menu and the same exact layout because we had about the same number of people. And so that part was not as stressful because we just got the people there and made a great night out of it. What I was able to negotiate with Scott was doing the end. Some of you have never been to a Scott event, but some of you have been to a million Scott events. And for those that know, you'll know what I'm talking about here, where at the ends they pass out the cards and then they check on the back if they want to have a show, if they want information about the business. And then they typically pick 5 winners, let's say, from the people who check yes and yes to win a prize. And then when they go on to qualify or whatever, they get this prize. Well, I don't like that because then you have to chase these people around for 2 to 3 weeks. They may or may not schedule the show that they may or may not have won the raffle for and whatever. So it would be deceiving because you'd be like, oh my God, 50 people checked off they want to have a show. You'd be lucky to get 10 of them actually scheduled. Sheila, you've been through this a million times. Joy, I know you have too. So what I proposed to Scott right after New Year's was I would love to try the closing the way that we do our field director events, which is give them if you're going to be picking a date, come on up, grab a gift bag. In the bag is your hostess packet, and let us know which of these 3 pieces you want to take home. So he went for it. I was super excited because the company provided a lot of jewelry for that. And so I asked, they let me pick what we wanted. So I did 2 colors of unicorn. They could do purple or black unicorn, rose gold or silver echo, or a blondie. And at the end, he did a great job holding up each piece. And, if you're booking a show, you're going home with this one today if you like. But maybe you like a statement necklace better. He did a fantastic job with it. And then, so I was like the Vanna White for that. And then I went back to my seat and people were catching on to because they said, fill out your card. When you have a date on your card, bring it up and then we'll give you the package and the piece. So they had to come up with a date. Don't come up here without a date. Ryan Sudik was the bodyguard. I stayed at my table because now the girls on my end of the table were like, Michelle, do you have your calendar? I want to get up there first. So now I'm taking out my calendar and I'm like, you want a Sunday? So we're booking dates while Scott's still talking. I said, I'm going to move my seat so you could scoot out of here and get close because we were in the back. I'm like, go stand by the glass block so you'll be first. And sure enough, as soon as he was done talking, boom, the line went 40 deep immediately.
Wow.
So I'm pretty sure we had about 40 pieces and I came home with 4. So and every show was written in the calendar, which was the hugest difference. So I'm pretty sure that Scott was quite pleased with that and that he's going to move forward with this for future events that he's doing. And hopefully there'll be a Scott event coming to you soon and you can take advantage because I was super proud of how the whole thing went. Our team got a lot of people there, a lot of women that had never been to such an event before, along with some regulars. And it just was super successful. So very proud of the locals.
Yay, good job.
And hopefully you'll get to have a similar event by you. So today we're going to talk social media. Okay, so the leader team did a very productive meeting last Thursday. We meet, just so you guys know, areas and above, your area leaders and above that choose to participate. We do or able to participate, do a Zoom every single Thursday at noon where we strategize things for you. And A lot of what I'm going to share with you, the first part of what I'm going to share with you today comes from that. So I don't know if you noticed that last week I posted an updated team calendar. When you look at the team page, there's discussion, and then another thing you can click is announcements. Announcement is what used to be referred to as the pinned post, but you used to only be able to do one. Then it was you could only do 10. Now you can do as many as you want. So the very top announcement, or towards the top, is the calendar. I put on there all the lunch and learns, when the Mercedes call is, all kinds of things that you would want to be aware of. And then I added in the margin on the right, a social media calendar. A bunch of us engaged in a training recently where it was suggested that you kind of schedule your social media in an orderly fashion so that you keep your engagement running at a consistent pace. Because when your social media is consistent, your engagement will stay consistent and grow. We were even just talking about this at the meeting I just finished here this morning. All the leaders that participated last night came to my house at 8:30 this morning for an early morning meeting to talk about all the cards and the bookings and who's a potential and just talk about some other stuff. So we've already had an in-person meeting here that took place from 8:30 to 11, and then they all went on to work and interviews and everything else they had going on. And I came on to here to you. Phyllis is driving back to DC. So here we are.
That's it?
What's that? Oh, I guess that was a mistake. So the part of the social media suggestions was to go live once a week in your group and to have a pattern to it, which is great for your customers. They'll start to understand the pattern. They'll know what to expect. And it's great for you to have a schedule because then you don't have to think of what to do all the time. So here's the schedule. Here's the suggested schedule. And we have materials to support you in all of this. So week 1 of any given month, you want to do a Facebook Live in your VIP group that is talking about that month's special. So whatever, this month, the bonus items come with a $60 purchase. There's always going to be, hopefully always going to be some new people in your VIP group that may not even be familiar with the 2 and 4. So the first week of the month, you're going to go over the 2 and 4 sale, whatever bonuses. If there's a new piece for, with a $30 purchase, you can get this special, go over all of that. And then that's the first time to introduce your trendsetter sets. So remember, we shared those with you back at the very beginning of the month. Those are also pinned to the top of Shine On in the announcements. There are 3 different packages that you can, technically there's 4 different packages that you can offer. All I did was put together the most recent ensembles of the month so that they would be featuring your newest and best new jewelry, and show it to your VIP group, and then continue on doing some reach outs to see who would like to take advantage. So that's what you would do week 1. Now, what day of the week you choose to do your lives, of course, is completely up to you. I think you could make a case for any day of the week. If you want to do it Monday so that they have a whole week to stew it over, or if you want to do it Friday when people are kind of futzing around at work and maybe they'd rather. But if you're going to do it at night, then maybe, is Tuesday night better? Is there just a day that you typically have your hair and makeup done? It's just better for your schedule to do it on that day? Whatever works for you. I think it was Jennifer, was it you? Somebody had suggested it's a kind of a nice enhancement to Tipsy Tuesday. If you get Tipsy, was that you? Yeah. to do it on Tuesdays, because then it's easy for them to remember Tipsy Tuesday. But whatever works for you, honestly, there's no right or wrong as to what time or day you should do it. You could always do it. You could do it Sunday nights, whatever. Okay, so that's week 1. Week 2, the suggestion is to do a product focus. So for us, that's a jewelry focus. And we agreed that this month that week, the jewelry focus should be earrings, specifically statement earrings, mainly because a lot of us just got the new Elvis earrings in, but you probably have some statement earrings in your kit. You might have Marinas. You might have Providence earrings. You might have pom-pom earrings. Oh, there she is on the road, Phyllis. You might have pom-pom earrings. So there's so many statement earrings that you could feature as your jewelry focus. So the second week of the month will be jewelry focus. I know we're already in the third week of the month, but lucky for us, it's a 5-week month, so we can catch up this week. All right, so you can feature whatever statement earrings you have, and then again, reiterate the sale. So you could put together, you could re-show the sets that we included these in, or maybe you don't have these and you want to show 2 pieces you do have. Well, you could buy the Marina earrings and some other pair, right? And then if that totals 60, get the Providence earrings for 25, or, some other higher end earrings that you have. But what we did was last week, the leader team gathered up some information about earrings that you can use all week as well. We found the Face Shape. Jennifer found an app that's called Face Shape. Tell them about that, Jen.
So it's really cool. You just basically are taking a selfie. You just line up your phone to your face, and then it tells you what the shape of your face is. And then there's a picture also that we'll post on the page that has suggested Park Lane earrings, but it also will tell you what's a great earring for your face shape. So really fun.
Yeah, isn't that so cool? Mary Grace has done that riff about the face shape but I never knew what my face shape was. So as soon as Jen found that, we were all jumping on it. I was found to be oval, and then which is apparently a lucky shape in terms of earrings, because it said that that's the one that you could wear almost any shape you want. So the triangle, heart, round, square, all of this. So we'll share that link with you so that you could share that with your customers. You could really do a fun thread of what's your face shape, and then have them go do it. And that's the perfect thing of oh, should I be doing work right now? No, I want to know my face shape. And people are downloading an app and giving it a try. And then you could even run some sales, because that means that person's engaged enough to want to know her face shape, right? So now, how smart would it be if you looked at the chart and said, oh, I am an oval, the stiletto, you're looking at someone's thing, identifying what they have. Now you can private message them, right? Hey, Jen, hope you enjoyed that cool app. I see that we now know you have a heart-shaped face. These are earrings that would complement your face shape. I want to make sure that you had the opportunity to get these on sale or whatever. So you can do specific reach outs with specific products for specific pieces that would work for that customer. So I feel like it's just such a great additional way that we can be of value to our clients. So that's just another thing that can come out of this type of, information that we'll post that week. So moving on to week 3. Week 3, it's suggested to do a Facebook party, but for your VIP group. So create the link, set up the series of posts, because remember, in a group, you can still use, if any of you have subscriptions to things like CinchShare or things like that, you can't schedule them in an event, but you can schedule them in a group. So you can do a full-on Facebook party and then do the live that goes along with the Facebook party. You can do the live with a little bit of a flavor toward the month's theme, which again, in this case is earrings. So you can keep the focus on earrings and make the rest of it secondary. Encourage them to shop the link. Remind them that the best Facebook party is the one for you and your friends. And if you'd like to do a version of this with you and your friends where you get the benefits, you could pitch that whole thing. That's week 3. And then week 4 is kind of like your monthly recap. So this is your last call for this trendsetter set, last call to grab 2 bonus items with a $60 purchase. Last call to buy one, get one 25 Elvis earrings for you and a friend. anything like that, it's like your last call wrap up. Hey, maybe you even have a few items in stock, end of month clearance on my Christmas cash and carry. I have 3 pairs of Dottie earrings in silver, doing them for $10. I want them out of here, and then see if anybody wants to grab those. Just whatever last call. And then that's the pattern that you can follow each and every month. The leaders are going to your focus week. We're going to take care of the research on that for you. The trendsetter sets we're taking care of for you. So you're just going to take the information that we are going to share with you. You can enhance that. You're certainly welcome to add to that information anytime you'd like. And we'll be all set for our social media each week of every single month. Would anyone like to add or share or ask a question on any of that?
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, Elizabeth.
It's Elizabeth. I'm at the doctor's office. I just wanted to reinforce what you're saying about the VIP groups being consistent. You do see a difference because since I've become more consistent in my group, I've been getting steady sales every week from my VIP group.
Yep. Absolutely. And it's what will make the next thing we're going to talk about even more successful as well. It's so true, because if you let your VIP group go dormant and then try to hit them with a flash sale, you've already fallen out of their newsfeed. That's number one. So they're not even going to see your post about the sale, because since there's been no action on it, Facebook already put you like in the basement. So that's the problem, number one. Number two is you can't only come to your VIP group when you need sales. The purpose of a VIP group is to treat them special, to provide value, to show them what's new, to have some fun with them. I do things in my VIP group sometimes that have nothing to do with jewelry. I'll find some funny New Year's, let's do our resolutions with hitting the predictive text. These are type of things that people think are funny. They participate, it bumps you up in the algorithm, and then the next time you go to do your sale, you're still up there, and they're going to see it. So that's why we do need to, when you find a fun, I had, I think I told you guys this, I had a customer, a VIP member, mail me the big Keira Knightley ad with all the, what we call tawny bracelets, but really it was like the bajillion-dollar ones from Chanel. And I posted that in my VIP group. Hey, who's got a tawny bracelet? Look at you imitating Keira Knightley. This is a life-size ad in Times Square as well. And they were like, oh my God, that's so cool. And I think I sold a couple on my next flash sale from that. So these are the types of things that they find fun as well. So that leads us, did anybody else want to comment on any of that? All right. So then the social sale. I had another team was trying this out. I participated with them and I said, ooh, I like this. This was something a little fun and different. So what this idea is to pitch the idea to your VIP group of who wants to be part of your first exclusive social sale. Limited seats available. Limited spaces. Don't say seats, because then it sounds like they have to go somewhere. Limited spaces available. So I'll explain what it is first and then show you how I'm going to give you everything so you don't have to be reinventing the wheel. So it is very similar to a flash sale, but you're doing it with a smaller group of people. So you're asking who would be interested in a, super priced, including new pieces you've never featured before, in a private, limited space sale. Comment below. Okay, so that's what I posted. And they got very funny with it. I had like 8 or 9 people. This was in a 1-day period. 8 or 9 people, and they all chose to do a GIF of like raising their hand, or like things that were like, pick me, or just like really funny. I don't know why I guess the first person did and everybody else felt inclined. So I got a whole bunch of people commenting they wanted to do it. I said, great, it's going to be from 8 to 10 tonight. I'll be in touch via Messenger. This was last Thursday. I think I put up the first post at like 2 in the afternoon. Then I put up another reminder at around dinner time, and then another reminder at about 7, right before we were starting. So the next thing you do is set up a chat, a Facebook chat with just those people in it. And you're like, hey girls, so excited that you want to participate in my super secret exclusive sale. I'm going to post the pieces right here in this chat. I'll give you a couple minutes in between each one so you have a chance and you don't feel rushed. If you miss something, just scroll up and just still say if you want it, no problem. It's going to be 2 hours tonight from 8 to 10. I'm going to go ahead and place the order right away tomorrow morning so that it'll come quick, because some of the people that were shopping were actually coming to the Scott event on Monday. I said, I'm actually going to treat you all, because it's the first one, to overnight shipping so that if any of you want to pick it up at the Scott event, I'll have it for you. And they were excited about that. Okay, so, but you don't have to go finding all of the images and because making your own flash sale can be a lot of work. They had some made, and then I made a ton more, where I used Pic Collage and Word Swag so that it says Blondie, and then it shows 3 different versions of how Blondie looks, and then the special price. So the way that I priced it is everything that wouldn't be construed as a bonus item is half price. Okay, so I did Moana's for $12. I did Clarity for $22. It's half price on pretty much everything. And then anything that was a bonus item is between like $43 and $45. Because the idea is that once you have all the orders, you're going to fashion 2 and 4 orders out of this big conglomeration of orders you have, everything in your name shipped to you. And you're going to fashion them into 2 and 4 orders. So the $12 Moana earrings, you recover the other 12 by charging $45 for a Blondie, which is still like 70% off to them, but really you're buying it for $25. So that other $20 you make up on that Moana. So you just use your judgment. That's why it's important to post some low, some medium, and some high so that you can get, because with only a $60 order right now to get the 2 bonus items, that adds up quick, the 60. So you just post, and then I realized, oh, I really only have it was like 9:45, and I was like, oh man, I still have a bunch more. I said, okay, girls, it's the lightning round. I'm going to hit you with all the final favorites and just comment on what you want. The longer, in the beginning, they weren't that chatty, and I'm like, oh no, they don't like it. But then as soon as they started asking questions, then they were joking with each other in the comments. The last thing I posted was an impressions bracelet for $45, impressions bracelet for $45. And here come the comments. One wrote in all caps, gasp, what colors? Everybody's like, what colors? What colors? What colors? I'm like, all the available colors. Da, da, da. This is crazy. Oh my gosh, I want a black. I want a blue. Da, da, da. And I said, okay, this was the final item. Scroll back up. Let me know if there's anything else. And somebody sent me a message separately from the thread. I missed the whole thing live, but I definitely want those Elvis earrings. I want to tell you, almost I sold 4 or 5 Elvis earrings. And then just a bunch of other assorted stuff. So it was so easy. I was watching the Ranger game and doing something else at the same time. I don't even remember what else, but I was doing something else at the same time. Had the TV on, was under a blanket, and I was like, this was clutch. $400 in sales. It went in as a $400 show. And I sat there for 2 hours on my couch in my pajamas. So what I'm going to do to make this easy for everybody to run is I'm going to set up an event within our group where it explains how the pricing was done. I'm going to screenshot some of the pictures from the chat, some of the words and the examples of what people said and stuff from the chat to give you an idea of how it flows. And then I'm going to share every image that I have that I made, so that if you want to make different images, you'll have a framework that you can see what was done. If you just want to use what I provided, pick some low, some medium, and some high. and then go on your VIP page, do those same posts. I'm going to make the date of the training, that like the event, which really is just for the training, I'm going to make that take place like where the date is Sunday. That way it's there all week and you have an opportunity to do your event whenever is good night for you. So some of you are like, I'm doing this tonight. I'm home. I got nothing to do. And you're going to do the post as soon as this call is over. And others of you are going to say, you know what? I think I want to do it on Sunday. I find that my VIPs are around. So, you know, you may want to do it Thursday like I did. Doesn't matter. But if you're trying to quick get in a show for this week, if your consistency award is like on the line, something canceled, and you're like, I need a $300 show. Or if you just want that extra volume for goals, you want to make sure you have a paycheck this week, you're still creeping up on your $3,500 or your $7,500, or you just want to be a part of the convention recognition for the team. Because remember, every single sale that you put in, maybe you're not going to convention, maybe you know you're not getting an award at convention, but every single dollar that you put in counts towards the group goal. So if there's an area leader above you, she's in a big contest to be top 3. And we have areas on our team in contend. We have branches on our team in contender for top 3 branch group sales. Areas, divisions, senior divisions, every single one of those levels, we have people on our team that could potentially be on stage, including that we are always, you know, for the last 2 years, we've been the number 1 or the number 2 company VP team. And now that we've been 2, we've been trying to get back to number 1. And I got advance notice that they're putting up some Facebook posts indicating that the company VP level is particularly tight. And they don't make this up because they don't post this every time, but apparently when it's really close, they do, because, you know, it's not stressful enough. So let's put up some Facebook posts letting everyone know how close it is so we all have to have a heart attack. But I'm not going to lie. I want us back in that spot. I really want us back in that spot. It is fun. I know I'm the one that gets to stand on the stage and hold the trophy, but I'm also the person in my seat when Mary Grace continues to beat the continent of Australia. And I know that I am just as happy in my seat to be a part of that. I mean, I'm sitting there white-knuckled now because Rebel's getting big, and that's who we still have to try to beat. We have the Tish group, you know, getting big, and they're growing tremendously, and so are their leaders. So it's going to be an interesting convention, and the fact that we're in a neck-and-neck, you know, 1, 2, 3, I would just love to see that happen. And if you run this, and even if you get that you can put in an order, if not a show, still a paycheck, still helps. So I would encourage you all to try it. Does anyone have any questions or comments about this sale or anything you'd want to add to that?
I need you to put up those pics ASAP.
That's my next project. I purposely didn't make, you know, because we had the event last night. I had a meeting here, like I said, at 8:30 this morning. I have the other Zooms tonight. So I kept this afternoon open to do some of this and to prepare for the Mercedes Car Club call tonight. So my agenda for like right after this is to get that event up, get the explanation in there, get the screenshots up there so that if you want to do this today, you can. If you wanted to, because like I said, I did it all same day. I read the training, I did the posts, I did the reminder post, and I did the sale all last Thursday, mainly so that I could get it done and running and be ready to teach it to you guys today. So it's not something that has to take a long time. I'm just going to make the event for Sunday for those that already have their work scheduled for the week, and they can choose, you know, when they want to have it.
The chat scene too is also really good for your algorithm, because when you're chatting with people, that also makes that connection happen so that you are showing up in their feed as well. So just another avenue that's really good.
I was wondering if that was true, because I've had a couple of recent chats and all of a sudden I saw their stuff in my newsfeed again, and I'm like, oh, I kind of forgot I was even Facebook friends with this person, and now we did a chat and here they are. They are still here.
Yeah, so when you're, you know, doing just green dot reach out or things like that, it's really good when you have some kind of communication back and forth. That way you pop up in their feed.
Right. The back and forth being the key, like that they answer, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Any other thoughts or questions on anything we discussed today at all? Do you like this idea? Do you like both of the things we discussed today, the calendar with the schedule as well as this?
Well, from Korea, I like it. I'm doing it from Korea, and I'm going to come back with some sales from Korea.
That's how you get sales from Korea. You know what?
Yeah.
So a big part of why I wanted to do an event too is so that you guys can like share how it went. So when you do yours, let us know like which posts you did, how much sales it generated you. I would love to know how it's going. And what a great thing to keep in your pocket to do, you just pull it out special times. It's not something you can keep doing over and over again, but you can certainly do it when you really need something, or when you just feel like doing an extra little something for your peeps. All right, well, you know what? That means we stayed right on time today. We finally did a lunch and learn that really was 30 minutes, and that I now have 25 minutes before my next call to get this event and all the screenshots posted. So I'm going to do that right now. Everybody have a great rest of your day.
See ya.
Thanks for participating. Bye.